Cleaning Up the Agencies and Commissions. October 11, 2020 by Anna von Reitz. It's Sunday and I can feel the misery and uncertainty weighing down this country and indeed, the whole world. Who to believe and what to believe in. The fake stream news is so unrelentingly negative and upsetting. Perhaps it would help everyone to read the Communications Act of 1934 and realize that the news you are getting is all doctored propaganda being hand-picked and brought to you by the Pope's municipal government. FDR put the Communications Act of 1934 into place as part of his enslavement racket, aimed initially at municipal employees, but designed to usurp upon territorial employees and average Americans, too. The Communications Act, together with the complicity of the colluding Territorial Corporation, gave the president of the Municipal Corporation complete control of the airwaves, but bear in mind that the board of directors of the Municipal Corporation is none other than the U.S. Congress. This means that the unaccountable plenary oligarchy composed of congressional members that rules over the municipality of Washington, D.C., which is defined as a separate and independent international city-state, see Article 1 Section 8, Clause 17, actually controls all these agencies and commissions. The president can tell these yahoos what to do, but if he displeases the U.S. Congress, they will simply not fund his directives. Like the wall. And they will use their subcommittees to give the agencies and commissions backdoor instructions, often counter to what the president wants to do, and the agencies and commissions will do their best to obey, because the Congress holds the purse strings. This control at ground level is then actually exercised by these federal agencies and commissions, all of which are unauthorized subcontractors of our subcontractors, most of which are only controlled administratively, and are actually owned and operated by private interests. For example, Dick Cheney and Friends owned Department of Homeland Security, last time I looked, and though it sounds like an official government department, it was merely a private subcontractor operating under a deceptive name and being paid for services by the Municipal Corporation. The FCC, FHA, FEMA, BLM, FBI, BATF, IRS, DOJ, and so on, are all examples of the same thing in action. None of these agencies are or ever were authorized service providers of our government. They are the hirelings of hirelings. Most of them should be phased out or paid for purely as voluntary private expenses of the municipal government, without any cost for these services being passed on to us. Thank you. To put this in perspective, these agencies and commissions are working for the municipal government and doing the municipal government's work for it, instead of the municipal government doing the work directly and being held accountable for it. The municipal government is then passing on the cost of all this extra, administrative capacity, to us. It would be like hiring a man to cut your lawn, then having him hire 50 other guys to do the actual job, and then handing you the bill for their services. Oh, and when you walk out your front door and ask what is going on, you get attacked by his 50 hirelings and asked, "Who are you?" This is the way that the Municipal Government Corporation has been operating since the days of FDR. Initially, it was seen as a public works initiative to hire more people into public sector jobs and put America back to work during the Great Depression, but the practice only expanded exponentially afterward and continued long after any such reasonable public good was served by it. Getting back to the Communications Act of 1934 and the current deplorable misuse of the public airwaves by the propaganda organs mandated by this act and the various commissions, including the FCC, riding herd over the three-ring circus provided by the AP Wire, Reuters, and the BBC. The motto of the BBC, "Listen and Obey," comes straight out of a 19th-century booklet on hypnotism. And in this case, they want to use such subliminal suggestion techniques to instill fear and anxiety, and to prompt people into accepting constant government overreaching into their private lives. They learned a long time ago that if we are scared and confused, we are easier to manipulate, so they make it their business to make sure we are scared and confused. Don't be. My executive officer, who many of you have met, has recently suffered a series of problems with erratic heart rate. For example, for no apparent reason, his heart rate will increase to double its normal resting rate. There are many possible causes for this, but he noticed all by himself that watching and listening to the news on TV made it worse. Why? Because the news is designed to make us feel nervous and confused and frustrated, because it always reports a large amount of things we can't, as individuals, do anything about, and anxiety-ridden. It's programmed that way, in order to program you. Even the music programs are subtly tweaked so that the notes being played aren't quite whole and right. The dissonance is so subtle that we aren't consciously aware of it, but our ears hear it and our minds and nerves subconsciously react to the nails scratching on the blackboard effect this causes. See the whole tones movement in the music industry for a better understanding of the issues and the benefits of natural music. And please notice that, once again, this aberration from nature and deliberate manipulation of your nervous system was caused by the Rockefellers, a clan that has been instrumental in promoting a very large amount of the evil in this world. And the bottom line to you? Know that you are being deliberately manipulated and turn the knob. Stop listening to rot that is literally designed to make you feel hopeless and angry and fearful, and which has no possible practical value. As I told my recovering exo, the only redeeming feature of any mainstream news media has always been limited to the weather report, the comics, and the classifieds. Beyond that, turn it off. Limiting your exposure to the news and other programming will leave you more free time and peace of mind to consider the actual problem: American crime families infiltrating and commandeering governmental services corporations, and then using subcontracting agencies and commissions to do their dirty work. To get started, go to www.theamericanstatesassembly.net.
Links to Anna's articles and resources can be found in the video description box. Thank you for subscribing, liking and sharing.